this is, first of all, amazing film, amazing documentary.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it came together good.
It came together great.
Yeah.
And this is the first time that you really let fans into your life, into your home. Why this time to open up? You know, why was this the right time to open up and to share your world?
Well, you know, it kind of, it happened organically. It kind of happened organically. This started out, I was going to do a stand-up comedy again.
Oh, okay.
And it was like, okay, let's document it. Let's do a documentary and show the whole process of getting the act together.
Yeah.
And so we started doing that, and then the pandemic hit. And it was like 2 years of lockdown, and then after the pandemic was over, I was like, oh, I'm not going out there and telling no jokes. You could catch COVID. So I was like, I'm not doing stand-up. But we had all of this footage, this documentary footage, and it was like, well, let's just keep it going. And if it turns out cool, and if you don't like it, we won't put it out. And so we just kept doing it, and it turned out cool. And as it works out, it worked out perfect because this is my about to be my 50th year in show business.
Wow.
Yeah. So
wow.
Wait,
50 years?
Yeah, I started out in 1970, July 9th, 1976. I was 15. So this is getting my fifth. So it worked out. This documentary commemorates my year 50. So it worked out perfect.
That's crazy. I can't even imagine. Anyways, that's insane. I mean, this documentary you mentioned before, I mean, it covers some difficult topics. You know, you talk about your brother Charlie, your divorce, or your career. Was this sort of a cathartic experience, you think, to sort of open up? Was it difficult to open up and to be vulnerable, or did it feel like it was sort of like a healing process, perhaps?
Yeah, no, because the only thing that might have been traumatic for me is losing my brother. Stuff that with my career, I was never traumatized by anything in my career. When you have periods when stuff didn't work or a movie didn't work, excuse me, when something didn't work with me, I just moved on to the next. I never sit around, it didn't work, or they gave me a Razzie.
Oh God.
They're saying I suck. I never went there. I was always on to the next project.
Oh my gosh. And actually there was some other comedy legends in this film who also happen to be your friends. Amazing names in there. And they share their admiration for you. They share their respect and also how much you have influenced their careers. What was that like to hear them say all those things? And was there something that like touched you that you heard?
It's just the great feeling, you know, to know that you had some impact on the people that came after you, that they look at you a certain way, and people that you admire and respect, that they have that. Yeah, that's always a good feeling.
Was there any sort of piece of advice that you would share with them? You know, did you ever share anything with them, like, you know, kind of mentor them in any kind of ways, or something you might have said in passing?
Yeah, I never did. I was never one for giving advice. You know, everybody's different, and no two people, none of the 8 billion people on the planet, no two people are having the same experience. So I kind of never got into advice, never got into taking advice from anybody. It was, and I've had such a unique career that you can't really give advice, because it's like it was a whole different. When I blew up, it's a whole different show business. It's a whole different landscape. It's just a different world. So you really can't give advice.
Did you ever know at the time that your career would be an absolute, you know, would blaze a trail?
No, when you're in it, you take it, especially when you're in it if you're really young. I got on Saturday Night Live when I'm 19 years old.
Crazy. So,
and a lot of the career-defining moments happen really, really early. When I do Beverly Hills Cop, I'm 21 when I'm making the movie, 22 when I'm making that movie.
Man.
So it's when you're in it, I just was taking it for granted. It wasn't like it was like, oh yeah, this is just how it's supposed to be.
I mean, it's kind of almost hard to fathom. When I was watching it, I was kind of obviously a huge fan, so even being here with you is truly an honor. But even to reflect on it, do you ever reflect and be like, man, I did that. I did all of that.
I reflect on it and I go, wow, I was so young. Not that I did it, but I was so young. Wow. I was just a baby.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like really like major stuff is going on, and I'm just a baby. You know, and that's a lot. I've seen other young people, you know, you put the world at their feet, and it could be a lot to take, and it can, I've seen it a lot of people up.
Yeah, yeah.
And I didn't fall into any of that stuff.
It's incredible. I mean, you mentioned, you said that you don't give us some advice, but in the documentary, I mean, you gave some great advice, honestly. The idea of not being sort of the rowboat to sort of, make something happen, but to be a sailboat and catching sort of the wind and...
Oh, but I wasn't giving advice. I was talking about how...
For use, yes. Yeah. But I think indirectly, it was great advice. I feel like, even for me, I heard that, I was like, man, that's brilliant. And I appreciate those amazing and wise words, honestly. You mentioned before stand-up. Stand-up, I have to ask, is that something that might be in the future?
Yeah, I'm open to it now. Right after the pandemic, though, I was like, I'm never going out there.
Yeah.
You can go out, do a show, and catch COVID. And I've seen a couple of comedians. I've seen a funny D.L. Hough. I saw him up. He was doing stand-up, and he fell out on the stage, so comics was falling out. I was like, I ain't never going out there doing that. But that's all past now. And now I'm open to it again. And if it ever struck me that I could have some fun doing it, I'd get up there and do it again. Just have to one day wake up and be like, hey, that seems like a fun thing to do.
Absolutely. Well, we would all certainly enjoy that.
But it has to be fun for me.
Yeah.
It has to be like, I have to be having the most fun doing it. When I'm having fun, I've never, ever, ever once been having fun doing something and it was whack afterward. If I'm having fun, it's going to work and it's going to be funny. And I have to feel all of that. If I get that feeling again, I'm open to that. I'm open to that, and I'll absolutely do stand up again.